Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to the session on basic concepts and Quranic keywords by worldwide Quran thinkers. Now let's discuss the concept of shirk. As per a general misconception, the shirk is normally assumed to be translated and mistranslated as idol worshipping only, but it is much more than that. The word shirk or shareek basically means to become associated, partner, or related with someone. For example, after the marriage, one gets related to the family, and one gets become a shareek of somebody, the plural of which is shuraka. So the basic concept of shirk is to associate partners as shareek with Allah in areas where no one else is authority. For example, the only hikm in matters of deen is Allah, which means that the only lawmaker, the only judge in matters of deen is Allah. So when when so Allah has mentioned all the laws, all the regulations, all of Allah's commandments in the Kitab, in the Quran. It is ordained upon us not to follow any other laws in matters of deen other than the laws of Allah as mentioned in the Quran. So if you look at the different forms of shirk, whenever one listens to someone who is associating things in matters of deen, or whose laws one is following, or when one follows these man-made laws by someone else, then that person is actually doing shirk. And the person whose laws he or she is obeying instead of the laws of Allah as mentioned in the Quran, that person becomes a shareek or shuraka as plural. So if we look at as per Quran, Allah can astaghfir, means protect and shield any other sin, but will never yaghfir shirk, which it actually shows the significance of shirk as the most sinful acts in the ayah. So for instance, if we look at this particular ayat, those who call themselves Muslims can also be mushrikeen. In fact, as per Quran, most of those who amanu with Allah do not do so except that alongside with amanu with Allah, they do shirk. So if we associate ourselves with any sect as per Islam, so for instance, Sunni or Shia or Ahmadi or Barelvi or any other sect that you can think of, then that is an act of shirk as per Quran. This is a wonderful ayat because it highlights the impact of shirk in our day-to-day lives. So in this particular ayat, Allah is saying that likewise many of those from the mushrikeen, as in those who are doing the shirk, their qatl of their awlad has been made zayyan, attractive, pleasing for them by their shuraka in order to bring about their destruction and to engulf them with confusion in their deed. And if Allah yasha, they would never have done that. So leave them and that which they yuftarun, associate in the name of Allah, invent or fabricate as Allah's kalam. So if we look at this particular ayat, the word shuraka is used for such influencers or scholars whose laws we are following in matters of deen in place of the laws of Allah. So they are the ones who are taken as shareek of Allah and who have made qatl of their own children pleasing to them by causing confusion in thee. So I'll just give you two examples in this particular regard. One is in terms of a 5-year-old who has been covered in a hijab head to toe. So if you look at that 5-year-old girl, she is just a child and she has been covered head to toe by her parent who are thinking that this is something that they are doing in order to get near to Allah, whereas this is not as per Quran. Similarly, a talented young boy who is really, really good and passionate in music cannot pursue his music passion. So if you look at the word qatl basically means to block the ways and means of personality character development, or to curtail their confidence or to make them useless. This particular child is talented in that area, and that area cannot be pursued because this is haram, so called, by the scholars that these parents are following. Now we are going to a question answer session. If because of any reason you're not able to ask us question during this session, you can also email us at info.waqt@gmail.com with your questions, and you can also contact us with quuranthinkers.com/contact to reach us directly. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation.